Hey y'all, it's Charisma with Charisma Cares Travels the World. Quick tip. So, it's been a minute since I've come to you and talked about real estate. And there's some things I want you to think about as the market, as the numbers continue to trickle down slowly. Make sure you are doing your research and your homework and you are calculating these deals and finding out what you can pay for this property based off of what you should make off of this property. Remember that deals are made when you buy, not when you sell. So if you go into it wrong, you come out of it wrong. But I want you to also take another look at things. I am so pro rental. If you don't know who I am Charisma and I travel the world with my son with special needs, and I do so by investing in real estate. I teach other women how to invest in real estate as well. I invest in my primary source is multifamily apartment homes. So I basically invest in what we call syndications. I purchase a percentage of the property, and the person over it, the sponsors, they do all of the work. I just pay my percentage and I make my money that way. That is ultimate passive income for me. But I pay into a specific apartment home. You can also do this by paying into a fund. And I can teach you all of this. This is on my website, charisma-cares.com. But I also have rentals. So today I want to talk to you about the rentals. And again, this is on my website. You can sign up for group coaching, personal coaching. I have pre-recorded classes, all of this kind of stuff. Anyway, so what I really want to talk to you about are rentals. So I am very pro long-term rentals. But in the market that we're going into, I am looking more at midterm rentals. And midterm rentals are a little different. They're not short term Airbnbs where people are coming in for a weekend or a week, because I don't want y'all tearing up my stuff. Like when people come in and out, it's just a lot of wear and tear, a lot of turnover. It's quick money, it's great money, but all money ain't good money. And for some people, that is ideal. For me, I'm trying to be out living my best life, and I can't be living my best life if a new person is texting me every so often. And if I want to come back home and one of these is my primary house that I live in, I don't want to come back to a house that's been lived in by multiple people to that extent. So, what I am more so looking at is one of my units, once my tenant moves out, I'm looking at doing midterm rentals. I'm doing so because I know there's a big movie studio that's being built in the area. I know that there are a lot of hospitals in the area. So I can focus on people. For me, midterm rentals are people that staying from 1 to 3 months, maybe even 6 months. For some people, they do 2 to 6 months for their midterm rentals. They don't even want somebody that's staying for a month. So what this allows you to do is charge more than your annual rentals, but you would charge less than those short-term rentals where you're getting people in more often. When you're doing this, you want to make sure that your property is up to par. This is not a short-term rental, your typical Airbnb, so don't put that cheap stuff in there. You're gonna don't go in there talking about, well, I gave you a toaster and a cooking spoon, what more do you want? No, these are people that's making this their home for 2 or 3 months, kind of like when I travel around and I make a place my home for 2 or 3 months. So what you want to do, you want to make sure they have blenders, you want to have ninjas, you want to make sure they have what's that thing we all got to cook our food? You know what it is. Anyway, air cooker. You want to make sure they have things like that. You want to make sure it has a good mattress, things of that nature. And what you want to do is you want to look at, you could still put it on Airbnb. You just need to let people know that this is towards the longer term renter and the corporate rental. So, put it out there, put it out to Furnish Finders and put it on some of these other sites that it can go on. I'll do another video about that. But this is what I want you to look at, because there's more than one way to skin a cat. Yes, you could do a short-term rental for weekends. Yes, you could do a long-term rental for a year or two. or you can do the midterm rental for 1 to 6 months. All right, y'all. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll be back with more videos. Ciao.